they do.
Yeah, I thought they did really good. I thought that was great protection. That can be a tough front. With some of the 5-man looks they're going to give you, and they're going to press you. I thought the backs stepped up too, and did a really nice job. I thought the tight ends weren't necessarily in the primary part of the protection, but they had to check some of those edges sometimes. I thought they did a good job helping us there. So we certainly got exactly what we needed to be able to be effective in the pass game, and so I thought they did a nice job. I thought they did a nice job last week. I think that they're continuing to get better and better every week.
Go ahead. I was going to say back to the D-line. Do you have a timeline on DJ beyond just the 4 weeks of IR?
No, I think it's going to take a couple weeks to sort out how many weeks it's going to be, and so I truthfully don't have an answer on that one, just because I think it's going to take this IR period to really assess what the final number of weeks is going to be.
Two quick administrative questions.
Oh, this will be good.
One is the personal foul on Sam. Did you get an explanation on exactly? Because I talked to Sam in there, and he was like, wasn't sure.
He didn't agree that it should have been a penalty?
No. He was like, he wasn't sure what they were.
Yeah.
They were trying to hold him up.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. At the end of the day, what I was told was that the whistle had blown, and so that finished after the whistle was blown. I get that those guys get in a tough spot. The back is still moving. It's allowed. It's an emotional game, and you're in the moment, and you see a guy moving, and you can't hear everything, and so that's what led to the personal foul.
Second one is the 12 men on the field that appeared to be on TV.
Yeah.
You can challenge that, right?
Well, the false start. They told me came before the 12th man. So they were trying to give him time to get off the field. We had the false start that I guess predated the 12 men on the field, and so ultimately that's what I was told on the field.
So there was 12 men on the field, but because there was a false start.
The conversation happened as it was occurring. So I've watched the tape. It is close on whether or not he got off, but it was just really the semantics of the rules that we talked through on the field.
Another administrative question. I guess Drew Tip has been placed on IR. You said he's going to be out for months. Any particular reason why he hasn't been IR'd?
It'll be in the next couple of days. It's really just in an active spot. So he's not coming back this year. We didn't need to start the 4-week timeline. You could have done it 3 days ago. You could do it next week. It's all the same. It's taking up in an inactive spot. So to carry 53 wasn't necessary because whoever we'd bring up is just going to be inactive. So he'll go here shortly, very shortly, next couple of days. He's in Dallas. He had the surgery. I think he's coming back tomorrow. So I just talked to him this morning. Everything went well.
So it sounded like you said months earlier. There's probably no expectation to be back this season.
And yeah, I'm always hesitant to rule everything out because you never know how long the season can go. But I don't think that there's much of a chance there.
I expect Batchy to come up then down here forward.
We'll talk. I'm not going to make any commitments to that right now. We internally know what our plan is going to be. In the early stages of next week, we'll execute that plan. But I won't put it out there until we get that all ironed out.
I know you guys have felt good about where he was at before the
Yeah.
season started. That he would be plenty because he's looking in good shape.
Right. So you got a 21-day window to activate guys to practice before you actually have to bring them up. So there's a number of guys that fit into that scenario for us, and again, just the best course of action there is what we're discussing.
We stay on the administrative theme. Early in the game, you were really
Because
agitated with the official. Were you asking for a measurement there?
Yeah, and again, it's just trying to explain. It's a challenge. It's either 3rd and 1 or 1st and goal, and that's different for me and so just any seconds that tick off the clock where there's uncertainty on what the down and distance is. I don't see a signal. Are we getting a measurement? Are they? Sometimes you just get a chains moving at the last second, and so you got your short yardage plan, and then you got your inside the 5 plan, and I just was asking for a little more urgency in the communication of what the down is, because the guys upstairs, Brian and them, they don't know. They see the same thing I do. There's no, so that was all it was I don't want to burn a timeout there, but it is a critical play, and so then it turns into short yardage, so then it turns into a new package, then it turns in there's a motion in that package, and Joe just doesn't have enough time to execute the play, so we had to burn a timeout. So that was the. It was probably just more over the top body language. My language is great. I was very soft spoken and kind, but probably my body language made it appear that it wasn't that way. So,
Given through 4 games, how would you evaluate the state of the run game?
improving. And Miami's got a really good run defense, and so you go back and you look at the 3 games so far. Who did a great job running the ball other than Lamar having a 4th and 1 80-yard touchdown run? It's been a challenge against them big time, and even more so against us because they really loaded up the box. They played jam, man, put a safety in the box. It's a challenge to do that, and there's a couple that are close to breaking out. I know nobody wants to hear that because ultimately they're 2-yard runs, and we want them to be 4-yard runs, and then we want the explosive runs that come with that. I get it all, but it's still continuing to progress, and I like where guys are at. I like that they're becoming in sync. They're on the same page. It's just sometimes we're one block away. Sometimes it can be a guy that we can't get to at receiver because of his location. Sometimes it could be a tight end. Sometimes it could be right tackle, left tackle. It's just a kind of a different thing on each play as we run right, run left, run the different schemes. So we do, we got to get all 11 guys to be great on every play versus those really difficult fronts. And the easy thing to do is just say, let's just throw the ball every play because of what they're trying to do to the run game. They're trying to put an extra guy in there. Let's just throw it 70 times. And we don't want to live that way. We know we can live that way because of the talent that we've got at receiver and a quarterback. But at the same time, you want to give that run game a chance to be explosive, and it will. I'm not, again, just like we talked about the first 2 weeks of the season, I'm not going to overthink it and trust those guys and know that we're coming along and we've got a chance to be really good there in the run game.
At what point do you, if the trends that are currently on the books continue, at what point do you maybe say, okay, we really do need to take a look at this and figure out why this isn't working?
Do you think we don't look at it? I mean, that's what we do every day. So that's what we do every single week, is try to formulate the best plan to rush for 300 yards. That's our goal. And so, again, we've already met this morning, talked about it. So it's not like we just say, okay, well, it'll happen, but we work hard at it, I promise you.
How do you feel like Joe Mixon has played?
Yeah, I thought Joe played really well yesterday, to be honest with you. It's there's one he might have gotten tripped on. Probably our biggest run of the day, he legit got tripped. And that was going to be a one-on-one with the safety in the open field. And then you're talking about, that was potentially going to be an explosive run. That didn't happen. But I thought he did a nice job hitting the holes and it's a miscommunication on one goal line run down there. We had an unblocked player. We shouldn't have. That may have been a chance on one of those key short yardage goal line runs to get in. Didn't quite happen. There's sometimes we're just down there on the inch-yard line. It's a great run, great surge, and then here we are, 3rd and goal on the inch. And we knew it was a challenge. We'd seen Buffalo go 4 and out inside the 5 last week. We saw Baltimore go 4 and out on the 1. And so we knew it was a challenge, and we had a great plan there. And fortunately, the goal line pass worked out for us because we'd seen that's a good chance. That's as good a chance as any because we've seen teams getting heavy packages and just get stoned down there. So we knew that they had a good defense. I got a lot of respect, especially for not only the entirety of the defense but that front. It's physical. They play tough. They got a lot of guys to roll through there and it's a really good unit. And unfortunately, it comes at a time when we haven't had tremendous production in the run game. So then you play a good front. That's a challenge, and they're going to make it a challenge. And then you have limited production. So then you got to answer the questions that come with it. I get it, but I still got a lot of confidence in our guys that we'll get that thing going.
Joe's an emotional, positive guy for you guys. Do you worry about frustration as he hasn't been able to quite get it going through for him?
No, Joe's a captain on our team, and there should be some for any back that wants great production. There's patience that comes with that, and there can be frustration when you get a couple carries on the goal line and you're not getting a ton of yardage there. So again, I'm always okay within the moment if there's frustration there at a position. I get that it's an emotional game. They put a lot into it and they want to have success. And so when it's not there, it can be emotional. But again, Joe's a captain for a reason. He's a leader on this football team. And I thought he did a great job, getting through some of those tough moments and being composed and then, stepping up in pass protection the next play and stoning a guy so that we get a big play down the field. And being involved in the pass game, so I look at his touches as Joe does a really good job. When we're getting cover 2 yesterday I'm finding Joe, I'm finding Hayden and getting them the ball quickly. And then, Joe circling the defense and getting 9 yards on a 1st and 10 check down. And so everyone will look at his carries. I look at his overall production and how helpful that is for us. And he's a big part of our passing game. And Joe has a ton of confidence, Joe Burrow, getting him the ball, knowing that it'll work out. 3rd and 1, he got the ball 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage and went and got us a first down. And so that goes down as a 2-yard catch, but it's so much more than that because of Burrow's trust in Mixon and our trust in putting in those positions to potentially get the ball in those key situations.
You were critical of yourself for the 4th and 1 toss to Jamar last week, the 4th and 1 toss to Joe this week. But bad play call or right play call, bad execution?
Yeah, I mean, it's there's always probably both elements to it when it doesn't work. I'm always going to take responsibility for that. There's also some there's some things we could have done a little better with the whole unit there. But again, it overshadows a really good short yardage day for us when it's a 4th and 1 in field goal range that you don't get. So points get taken off the board when overall we had a really good day in short yardage, and it's that's the one that's going to get talked about because, like I said, it took points off the board. But I do think we've been efficient short yardage. The 2 4th and 1s have been the ones that bit us. But I like our plan, and I think our guys have done a really good job executing it when they can.
A couple of guys on defense said last night that it felt like they were playing in the playoffs last year, that they had been that far along in the season, that they had, like, it felt like they had more games under their belt. Whereas the offense maybe doesn't feel it doesn't feel like that they were able to pick up like that. Do you sense why that was? Is it just the offensive line kind of being new, or why that you haven't had like as quick of a start just kind of overall versus where the defense seems to be playing at a much similar level as they were in the playoffs last year?
Sure. We would have liked to have scored more points yesterday, but I thought each guy stepped up when we needed to and had some big plays. And so again, it's the 3 and outs. I think are the most frustrating because I think we've had some good drives. There was actually I don't know the number of 3 and outs we had yesterday, but those are the ones that get you a little bit. There's some drives where you're going to have a 6-play drive and just not convert on 3rd down. I thought our efficiency was close to 50% on 3rd down, so that's good. But it's really just those 3 and outs where it feels like you're a little clunky when you're not getting those, and you maybe have 2 of them back to back. And so that's the part we just got to do a better job of our efficiency there. But again, I don't have the concern that this thing's not going to get humming, and we're going to be as efficient as we want to be and explosive as we want to be, and we'll continue to adapt to the different looks. That's one of the things we're noticing is. And we expected the tape from other teams isn't going to be the tape that we're going to get. And so I think we've done a really good job starting, not knowing what we're going to get these last 2 weeks, particularly this game. We really had to feel out how they're going to play us because it was different than we'd seen play a lot of other teams, the way they doubled some of our guys. And so then you got to be ready to adapt, and other guys got to step up. And that's why T had a lot of production because they said we're going to leave him one-on-one. And so it took us a bit to, okay, here's where we get that best situation where we can maybe put Jamar and TB on one side and put T on the other and let T go to work. And that's where Hayden's involvement steps up as well.
Well, you think that's been consistent? You mentioned, that's kind of contributed maybe the clunky look that you're having to make more in-game adjustments this year and kind of do that, kind of all 4 weeks where that maybe kind of contributes to, not stacking drives like.
Well, yeah, you could. I think in the second half of these games, we've done a really good job adjusting, and the players handled the adjustments unbelievably. I mean, we can create a new play in the run game in the second half that they execute for 9 yards that we didn't practice all week. In the pass game, we're moving people around and fidgeting with the concepts, and the guys don't miss a beat. The touchdown T had, that play wasn't in the plan. The touchdown he had, so that was one we just had to adapt to. And Dan Pitcher and Brian Callahan and they do a great job with the 3rd downs, helping adjust during the course of the game and problem solving. And that's what we're going to have to continue to do. And I think that we've done a really good job of that.
But you're doing more of that this year, like drawing up plays that.
I feel like we always, we've got a lot of talent, in those skill groups, and so we saw that a lot last year as the season evolved. You started to see different looks. I remember San Francisco played a ton of Tampa. They never played Tampa 2. They played us all Tampa 2, and we had to adjust, and we had some big plays in the second half. That's really where we got going. And so we'll have to continue to do that. That's part of football. Every team deals with it in different ways, shapes, or forms. Some of them do it in the run game. Some of them have to deal with it in the pass game. We've had to deal with it in the pass game because of some of the coverage looks we've gotten.
So 4 games, what's been the most encouraging thing you've seen from your team?
The resiliency of our team. It's picking up the other unit when we need it. I've just been real pleased with that. I feel like these last two games we needed the offense to step up and start fast. They have. You look at the defense. You look at Tyreek's big play down the field where Cheeto had great coverage. That's just a great play by two players there. But then for the defense to bow up right there and in that goal line situation and hold them there to field goal is huge. So, and then the special teams unit, we blocked a kick. We had a nice punt return. We had two great coverages on the kickoff return. We had the 57-yard field goal. So, I just think each phase has really picked each other up, and I expected that, but you want to see it. We've seen it, and that's encouraging through 4 weeks to see we're at that point where this is a pretty hardened team right now. We've been in a lot of situations through 4 games that they test you, and our guys have not every game's gone our way, but our guys have risen to the challenge for sure.
Mike Hilton had a pretty great tackle early in the game, third down, right before that big punt, as a matter of fact, and Trent's punt return.
Yep.
The open field tackling
Yep.
of your defense, in terms of characteristics and strengths of your defense, where does that rate, open field tackling?
I think they do a really good job, and we don't tackle a lot in training camp. We don't. We always talk about the body position and leverage the ball, and they work in their individual on defense, and we do all of our team tackling drills, every Thursday. So we do everything we can without actually taking to the ground, and talking about closing the space, talk about vice tackling, leveraging the ball, and you see it come into action because we got really smart players that are disciplined, that understand it. They understand that when we're taking it off their body in training camp, you got to work the details of it as best you can up to that point of the actual tackle, and they have taken that to the extremes all camp, every practice we're in. It pays off in the field, and so those guys have, I think, done a really nice job of that.
Coach, going back to the special teams, you mentioned the field goal, block DAT, and then the return from Trent.
Yeah.
I talked to Cal and Evan about it in the locker room, but it seems like everything's really been coming together on that front. I mean, how much can you appreciate just the way things came together against the Dolphins yesterday on special teams?
Yeah, it's a huge point of emphasis. Darren and Cole do an outstanding job putting those guys in position, especially in a short week. Making stealing extra time with those guys just to make sure every detail is done, because you don't want something to go unnoticed or untalked about. And so I think Darren does a great job with that. And we've got a core group of guys in that room that understand how important their roles are, and they take it with the utmost serious. If you're a starter on special teams, you're a starter on a football team, and guys really take those roles to heart, execute them really well. I thought that our units did a really, really good job, and when the score's 20-15 late in the fourth quarter, it's probably because you were good at it. It can come down to where you're good on special teams or not. That pushes over, and I thought our guys did a really good job there.
Kind of following up on what you were talking about, the offense, using things that are making you feel like you guys are on the right path to where
Yep.
you want to be. What point last year did you feel like you guys were really hitting your stride in all of the areas that you wanted to? Like, do you remember a specific game or maybe month that it kind of all came together for you?
It's a long season, and every defense is so different, and everyone's got such a challenge. You can look back over the course of last season, and there's games where you started slow against the Chargers, against the Browns, against the Niners, and then you come back and get back into it, and there's other games where we started really fast against Pittsburgh and some really good teams. So it's just every game's different. So it's hard for me to say where was the complete game. There were certainly games where from start to finish we were really good, and that's where you want to be. You want to be the top offense in the NFL, to where you're scoring 40 points a game and you're starting fast, finishing fast, and it's a challenge. I don't think we face any different challenges than every other team in the league does. You look at a lot of 17-point games from some really good teams, and every team's got their challenges. We're striving for perfection here early in the season, but we know we're only 4 games into a 17-game regular season, and so there's going to be moments where we can continue to improve. And I see that from us. I got the confidence our guys will be able to do that.
Joe mentioned food was on tap for him for this weekend. What's on tap for the Taylor household?
He said what?
Food was on tap. Burrow.
Food?
Yeah, he's going to go to Soto, I guess, and Precinct.
Oh.
that, so.
I gotcha.
Well, what are your plans?
Food is always on tap for me. I don't know. No, not Star Wars. My sons have flag football games this weekend, so those will be the first games I get to see. So that's on tap. Yep. Cool. Thank you all.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate
So,
it.